to bod to bang to bang, heady waka hurdy, I'm gonna do it to up jump the boogie. Righto. This is it. Epic finale time. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be all sorts of things. Just like a visit to your uncle's house. Some things you're gonna enjoy, and some things are gonna traumatise you for the rest of your life. Was that a sock? I'm not sure. Wait. Was that a sock? I'm not sure. No. It's final boss battle time. Well, we're not even right there yet. We're getting to it. I can feel it. We're close. It's going to be this stream. This is it. This is the one. I'm not even sure exactly what the final boss is. I think it's the Mr. Fizz widget. The old man. The inept old man. Who's sort of been basically the bad guy of this game. We're getting close to it. The last stream ended with me trying to get to the final boss, and I died, and I kept going back to this earlier checkpoint. Even though this game gives you more checkpoints, this one, at the end here, it was taking a minute. It's going to be annoying, but this is going to be it. This is going to be the last one. For Ratchet and Clank 2, that is. There's multiple other Ratchet and Clank games, but out of the ones that I'm going to be going through, this is a 3-parter, and this is almost the end of the second one, so we're getting there. We're getting there. It's definitely been a platforming heavy section. It's been just something fun that I wanted to get into. I haven't played a lot of platforming games in a while, and I thought that it's not like there's really a ton of new ones that have come out that I can say, yeah, I wanted to play this or that, you know. And even any new platforming games that have come along have basically just been, that have been of any decency. They're basically just new Mario games, new, you know, they're just those same series, Mario, Crash, Ratchet and Clank, things of that nature. I don't think they've done any more Jak and Daxter games. I think they actually put an end to them. Let's look that up. When did the last... Because even Crash Bandicoot and Ratchet and Clank and all these things. Spyro. I think there's more Spyro games coming along. But Jak and Daxter. I still don't even remember from the video game. Like, do they call it Jak or is it Jax? Jax and Daxter. I call it Jak and Daxter. How many of them were there? Let's have a look. Yeah, there was the original 3. When did the first one come out? 2001. Far out. Oh, Jak and Daxter was done by Naughty Dog, was it? Far out. Ratchet and Clank must have something to do with Naughty Dog, because they have Jak and Daxter on the... There's been little posters that I've seen occasionally, like even in the last stream as I was sort of, you know, working my way through that that end slog of just, you know, trying to get through those sort of, all those hordes of those creatures, and what are they, the protopets, the hordes of the protopets, and the all the robots that just take shit tons of missiles to kill. There was a what's the word I'm looking for? There was a couple. There was one far earlier in the game that I saw. I don't know if there's many others, but there was a poster of Jak and Daxter that I saw, which I don't know if that's just a little homage, because that's sort of a franchise that was happening at a similar time, because Ratchet and Clank came out, the first one came out the year after Jak and Daxter, but then Ratchet and Clank 2 came out the same year as Jak. Do they just call it Jak 2 and Jak 3? They call it. I forgot that. They could just call it Jack 2. That's Jack and Daxter 2. That's what that is. On the cover, they just call it Jack 2. That's like trying to call it in the latter Fast and the Furious movies, where they're like, yeah, this is Fast 5 or this is Furious 6. It's like, no, Fast isn't one series and Furious isn't another series. Like, because where was Furious 5? If that's the case, you know what I mean? It's like, where was Furious 5? Or Furious 4? You don't get to just call them bits and pieces. It's like Star Wars Episode 7 isn't just called Star 7. Or, Last Jedi isn't called Wars 8. Oh, did you watch Wars 8? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's the, what do you call it? The 8th Star Wars film. Yeah, we'll call it that then. You've got time. You can call it that. If you're not going to say it correctly, don't even try and communicate to me. Speak correctly. Furious 6, whatever it is, or Furious 7. It's 6 Fast, 6 Furious. That's what it is. And 7 Fast, 7 Furious. That's what it should be. Because I can still remember. I can remember looking at the IMDb page when I was a kid, and waiting for what's the third Fast and the Furious movie going to be before anyone knew what it was going to be. And it literally, as a working title, it would say 3 Fast, 3 Furious. There's no way they're going to call it that. That'd be insane. Imagine if they just went down that. I want to go to the alternate universe where they're up to the same amount of Fast and the Furious, where they're up to the 10th one or something or whatever now. They're multiple movies into the franchise, and they just call them that. Did you see 8 Fast, 8 Furious? 8 Fast, 8 Furious, 8 times. There's always just some song that they keep trying to add that title in. Some current hip-hop artist or something or other. Well, they had that sort of hip-hoppy rap kind of music to start with, and now they've gone with it. Ever since the 5th one, they've gone with very sort of, it's always some South American-y kind of Latin artist or something. Pitbull or something, some stuff like that. From the 5th one, I always remember that. I felt like that was the theme song from the 5th movie. They sort of turned that into that. But yeah. But this is 2 Ratchet, 2 Clank. But anyway, it looks like they only made 3 Jack and Daxter games. 3 main ones. And then there was some spin-off ones. There was one called Daxter where you just play as him. And that was, I think that was for, it was for PSP. But then, I swear I feel like there was a Clank game as well, Secret Agent Clank or something, I think it was called. What was that, that's another one that I've just remembered as well, Gex. There was that was a character that was on, I don't know if he started on PlayStation, I think he did. Gex. I don't know if that ever went to PS2, I feel like that might have been, I only ever saw that on PS1. Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Yeah. I just always remember it having that sexy white chick on the front who just looked like she was some sort of Playboy babe or something, or some sort of Baywatch supporting character where she wasn't there at the start, she showed up later on and she tried to get fame out of it, and then she maybe she went on Big Brother or something, and then she ended up doing some sort of regrettable auditions that didn't lead anywhere. Then she developed some sort of mental trauma from that and started developing an addiction to pills, some sort of positive life story. Then she probably wrote a biography, and it was one of those ones that didn't really sell that well, and so very quickly you started to see it in the clearance bin at all the bookstores. Just the big clearance sticker on it, the big giant sticker that they attached to it. It's it was $35 or $30, and now it's $7.99. What's that? Let's get it now. No, I don't want to spend that much money on it. Wait till it's in the $4.99 bin. And it's the sort of book that might be in. Remember when I don't know if you're old enough to remember this. People don't really read in the toilet anymore. That I can think that not on not books anyway. Unless they're reading on their phone. But I remember as a kid going into the toilet, and then there'd be your parents, especially my dad, not as much my mum, but your parents would have a book or books in the toilet. There'll be some Stephen King novel, you know, or there'll be something like that, or like a Barry Crump book novel, or there'll be something about you know, something like that. You know, like, you always look at that book, you know, like, you don't read it, and you're just like looking at it when you're a kid, and you look at it and like, what's that about? You know, I don't get what that book is. It's like, it's sort of a bit out of your depth, not because it's like too complex, but it's just sort of, it's a bit weird. It was like, I remember as a kid, I went and saw, my dad took me to see G.I. Jane as a kid, like, to the movies, and it's like, I was born in 89, so I probably wasn't like super young. Yeah, that movie came out in 97, so I was like 8 years old when I saw that at the movies. And I remember just thinking, like, what's going on in this film? It's like, the woman shaved her hair off, now she's in the army for some reason. I didn't realise women were in the army. I didn't get, like, exactly what the whole point of the movie was about, like, sort of what that movie was really trying to be, you know, what really, I didn't really understand the story, the concept of it. I just thought, why has she shaved her hair off? Like, what's going on there? You know, there's something weird going on. It was just a, yeah, it was a really... It just seemed like a really weird movie. I just remember always... And then there's some bit at the end where they're actually in danger. Most of it's training. And then at the end there's actually a bit of danger. Or something that she's in. She's hiding behind a barrel or something. Or I don't know. There's some crap going on. But I never really got it. And it's what those books in the toilet like were like. You'd sort of look at them and be like, I don't think I fully get what this book's about. Like, it's something. It's some adulty thing that they like. It's some entertainment that I thought I could enjoy a lot of. You know, not I say adult entertainment, but I don't mean like pornography. But you know, like just like, you know, like R-rated movies and stuff. But then there are movies that would just have the concept, like the theme that they're trying to get across in it is just a bit sort of beyond what kids really understand, because kids don't really, you know, what what that story of G.I. Jane is really trying to. You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, you don't even really understand the battle that movie's trying, you know, like, you know, the argument that it's trying to make, because you're like, why would it be a problem that, you know, like, you don't even really get it yet, the whole concept of either side of that argument, of the, you know, should women be in the army, of, yeah, they should, or no, they shouldn't. You don't even get that. You're just like, isn't it guys that are in the army? You're like, that's all you know, and you're just like, yeah, isn't that guys that are in the army? Like, but you don't know why, you just know that because that's all you've ever seen, because you're like, yeah, I'm 8 years old, that's all I know. You know, I'm waiting next year for Saving Private Ryan to come out. I want my dad to go see that at the movie so then he can come home and tell me about how amazing it was. And then I can wait for it to come out in video, and I'm going to watch it 1 billion times. Oh, but I got to see G.I. Jane at the movies. That'll compensate for it not. So anyway, there were 3 Jack and Daxter games. And Gex. So it looks like they were going to make a 4th one, but then they gave up on it. But yeah, that was a PlayStation 1 franchise. So 95 was Gex, 98 was Gex Enter the Gecko, and then 99 was Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. And I think that's what, there was Secret Agent Clank, which I think was a, sort of akin to the Daxter spin-off game. It was a PSP game. That was obviously, you know, you just played as Clank. That was always the interesting thing about the double-ups. Like, I don't think they never did that with Banjo and Kazooie. Kazooie never went. There was never a Kazooie game. That was just Kazooie. But out of all the different sort of duos that were like platforming duos, Kazooie always sort of felt like the most because Kazooie didn't really talk. Kazooie didn't talk. Whereas Daxter talked, Clank talked. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I think it was just Banjo, Kazooie, Jack and Daxter, and Ratchet and Clank. I'm trying to think of other ones. I don't really count Sonic and Tails because they didn't really move around as a pair. The game wasn't about them. You know, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy, where the concept of the project, you know, of the idea is all of them. They're not like the Avengers, you know, where there's a separate Star-Lord movie and there's a separate Gamora movie and a separate Groot movie, and then they all team up. They have their own individual movies, and then they all team up in an ensemble movie called Guardians of the Galaxy. That just is their movie, is them being a team. And that's what like Ratchet and Clank is. It's not like Ratchet has separate adventures and Clank has separate adventures, and then they have an ensemble team up moment of Ratchet and Clank, you know. So, but they were sort of, you know, characters that quite are probably the most evenly where they could sort of separate off. Dexter sort of as well. Dexter's probably the next most, but Clank had just gadgets and other things going on, so they complemented each other quite well, and he could probably stand alone. Whereas Dexter on his own was a lot more just he would scurry around. That was all he could really do. So Clank obviously could do little bits and pieces that, you know. Dexter was really just the concept of he was small. That's what all he really brought to it, you know. Whereas Clank, you know, so when you're running around as Jack and Dexter's not really doing anything ever. He's just there, you know. Whereas and he just sort of could do maybe things occasionally out of being small. But whereas Ratchet and Clank, like Clank actually operates quite a bit, you know, like where he can function as a backpack, like a helipack and a jetpack sort of thing, and you know, there was a whole host of things that he's been able to do, like whilst you're running around as Ratchet, and then he can go off on his own and do little things like go into ventilation shafts because he's small, but he can bring a whole host of other things to it, like, you know, controlling those robots that we can control and doing bits of, you know, all those different little robots that you have to send into doorways and making bridge bots do, you know, all that stuff. And so they're probably the most evenly paired, I think, interesting platforming duo. But that's why I say I don't count like Sonic and Tails or anything, because they're not like a pair. They're just separate characters in that universe. They operate on their own, you know. But yeah, it's interesting how out of all the platforming, you know, there's not really anything new. They haven't tried to develop. That was a thing back in the day from like those old consoles of platforming games. And then the only ones that have that sort of exist now are basically those legacy characters. So it's interesting that's where we stand. It's just we have the legacy, and I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, I don't need a new Sonic the Hedgehog. I'd like a new character. You know what I mean? A new iteration of some. I mean, not that I mean I don't need a new Sonic the Hedgehog game. I mean, like, I don't need another, you know, Super Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog or Crash Bandicoot type character. Like, there's enough of those out there, you know, because sort of as you sort of add another one, each time they add another one, it felt like even in the 2000s, back in that decade of 2000 to 2009, when they'd add a character in, like they try, you know, create Sly Cooper, for example, it just felt like, okay, here's a derivative of a derivative. You know, like we've sort of come up with all the different ideas that, you know, unique ideas that you can really come up with in platforming games, and now we're really just repeating. It's like the Wiggles, you know, that children's entertainment group, the Wiggles, where, okay, they've carved out that niche, there was a thing that could be done there, and then there was all these other groups that would try to do it as well, like the Hooly Doolies or whatever, and they were just rip-offs. Bright colours and, wow, waving your hands around and counting and, you know, teaching kids not to judge other kids based upon being different skin, you know, whatever, like, you know. Oh yeah, don't bash Rajid at primary school because his, you know, his kitchen smells funny because of what, you know, what his parents cook for dinner or something, or how, you know, how his family prays, you know what I mean? I don't know, just the real basic kind of life lessons. It's like, no, between like Sesame Street and the Wiggles and all these different things, it was like all the different angles of like children's entertainment were carved out, and the Wiggles felt like there was this one last thing. You know, no one ever tried to really imitate Sesame Street because it's so definitively its own thing, but the Wiggles, there was something about it that people just felt like they could cheaply try and copy it, and it was like, nah, it just didn't work. But yeah, so here we go. Ratchet and Clank going Commando. Stream number 5. It's the final slog. Let's do this. Planet Yeedle. Interesting names. They actually try and none of the names of the planets are really that sort of sometimes there's a little bit of a joke to it, but they're not as sort of Crash Bandicoot, level name jokey. Like they're actually trying to come up with some sort of like sci-fi-ish sort of names. Okay, I know I was a lot further along than this area. I'm guessing the teleporter is going to take me to enter Megacorp HQ. Yeah, here we go. This is where I was up to and I kept returning to. Okay. Let's get back into it. Now that I'm starting here at the start of the stream, I'm starting here. Hopefully I've got the I was going to say the dexterity, the stamina. So you come down here and there's some robots that come around the corners. Okay, let's go buy more ammo, because there's definitely there's a ton of robots coming up. Clearing of the throat, because I am a goat. You got goat vid 19. Well, that's a good joke. Yeah, did you come up with that on your own, mate? Robots showed up there, don't they? I remember them showing up here. Oh, I blew them off. Like a teenage girl on a date. I blew them off. Are you going to go out with Troy? No, I blew him off. I'm going to go out with Tobin instead. That's a name you don't see too often. Tobin. The only time I've ever heard of someone called Tobin was the guy who played Jigsaw in the Saw movies. Tobin Bell. That's like a unique name. Like Adolf. There's only ever been like, there's never any uncertainty on, oh, which Adolf are you talking about? Oh, Adolf Smith, the famous German basketball player. Like, no, there's only one. Old Adolf Smith, the famous German basketball player. He had a score of 6 million. Bit of an in joke there. Oh, that's just not right. Oh, too soon. Too soon. Was it? I always love that, like that joke of like the too soon. Like, when is it okay to start joking about something? Like when that people say that too soon, it's like because it is sort of like a thing of like, realistically, you can joke about something whenever, but it's like you might just not want to joke about it to someone, in front of someone who has a personal emotional attachment to that thing. But at the same time, I think people should be allowed to joke about stuff. It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? People do need to realise that, their pain isn't the epicenter of the world. You know what I mean? Like, for other people, it's not the same, So it's like, yeah, people can admit that the Holocaust is bad and all that, but it's like at the same time, they didn't go through it, and maybe neither did you. Your grandparents might. And you're like, oh, but I get upset when people make jokes about it. It's like, yeah, but to them, they're just using it as, they're not making fun of the fact that, it's like that little joke I just made about, oh, he's got a score of 6 million. I'm not actually saying, isn't it funny that 6 million people, were killed in a mass murder program. It's like, what's funny is, that I made a joke about a German, the naming, the confusion of names of Adolf, and that's where the actual humour is. And then that maybe that German basketball player of Adolf has a score of 6 million. You know what I mean? So it's all about the wordplay. You know what I mean? So it's what Ricky Gervais says about comedy. Just look up Ricky Gervais, basically. when you're being clever about it, you know. Go buy more ammo. See? This is the thing. Like, it just takes so much because these guys keep respawning. That's why it's just like, you know, why would you stand there and keep just trying to work with the ammo that you've got and just whittle all your guns down? When it's like they get to keep respawning in. So why shouldn't I be allowed to go buy more ammo? Of course I'm obviously allowed to because the game lets you do that, but you know, why should I just stand there and just keep trying to work with all the guns that I still have ammo for and only limit myself to that? Such a great position up here as well, being able to shoot down at them. Like, it's funny, like the first time I played, like came through here, like I didn't know you could actually run up this, like that it was magnetized, because it is sort of a random little sort of thing to just magnetize. It's not like it's a pathway or something that you have to walk along and go through a certain sequence of a magnetot, you know, thing. So is that them? Oh. That's kind of cool. That seems to be them. Okay. Let's get some more ammo so we top back up and then we'll get on to the next room. Basically, once you get to the next room onwards, I think you still can go backwards, but it just starts to get a little bit more difficult because you've got to jump over platforms and through things. But I think you still can do it. It's just obviously further and further you've got to go back, but the possibility, I think, is still there. And you never know, maybe it's worth it, you know. You never know. Oh. Yeah, so you got to go through this dynamo sequence, and that sort of makes it a bit tougher. But you can go back. It still lets you go back. It's just... Oh, upgrade. So now it's going to do more damage, but it's also going to, or whatever, it's going to be even better. But it's also filled my ammo back up. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Look at that. That's great. Love it. I found this a bit stupid. I remember encountering that the other time where you can only shoot at that dynamo from a certain distance, which doesn't make... That's not how they work. It's just how they made that one. I think these guys spawn in quite a bit as well, if I remember. I think it's killing them in like 2 hits now. I think before it was 3, now it's 2. Well, maybe even sometimes 1, unless they're sort of taking some damage already. I feel like that guy's taken a couple of hits. Maybe it's because he's behind cover. It does seem to be hitting him. He's gone. There we go. He's gone. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. I think it's like the only weapons I've got that have actually been upgraded though. Yeah, like. And I've got a few actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5. Although I've still got quite a, you know. Yeah, 5 out of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weapons, so kind of about half. Yeah, there is a guy. There he is there. Is he going to come out of cover, or does he just stay there forever? I was going to switch to the sniper rifle, then I realised, hang on, you already went through all the bullets. See, it does sort of chew through your ammo though, these sequences. And it's not like, oh, you got to be smart. You do sort of have to be smart about how you use it, but you ultimately have to use all of it. And then by being smart, you still, you know, it's not like you end up with way more at the end. It's just, you know, you literally, it survives a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like if you be smart about it, you literally still end up struggling. Then wait for the guys to respawn in. Where are they? Where are they? See, that door was already unlocked though, notice that? So I have to come back through here, but the puzzles are done. So it's not making me repeat those. So that's something. I think he's gone now. Yeah, he dead. That boy's dead. That boy's dead. He died of the missiles. It wasn't Beauty that killed the beast. I remember this bit. They're all jumping around, and then you just use the Terminator. Ew. But notice you still keep hearing them, and it's like, well, where are they? It's like a glitch where you still hear them. It's like, but they're not even there. They like disappear. They disappear. Well, those ones though I can understand, but that wasn't what was making that sound. And then you got to shoot over at those guys. Isn't there like some that you got to shoot at from like across, like when you're on a conveyor belt as well? I think. Maybe that's actually what you swing. I think that's what you swing over to. Is it worth trying to go back, do you think, and get more ammo? I feel like it could be worth it. I bet you I'll probably kill myself. I'll die. And then go, no, what are you doing? Think, McFly. Think. If I hand in my homework in your handwriting, I'll be expelled from school. There we go. It's really just that you've got to get past. That dynamo thing. And then you just got to run, you know, back across this room. This big, you know, room and all that. But I think it's worth it because the amount that they throw at you, it's just a bit the kinds of enemies that they're throwing at you. It's not like, okay, there's those tanks or something. Those certain heavier enemies that you've got to use your rockets and all that stuff on. And yada yada. And then, you know, you've got all the other smaller things that you can use your, you know, the machine gun and the shotgun kind of weapons on. It's like, no. You need like missile weapons and missile weapons and missile weapons. Just non-stop. I gotta remember I got the Visibomb gun. I forgot about that. Not like that does a lot though. I'll fire like 5 Visibombs at one robot. Are there any other weapons I can buy? Nothing that I really want to buy. So I won't. Because I could buy that Spider-Bot glove thing, I think, but I don't think I will. I'll leave it. Means I got plenty of money for bullets and rockets and all those good things. I keep doing that like as if I'm going to suffer fall damage, but I don't even think that's a thing in this game. If you can fall down to it, that's it. That's fine. There are certain areas where you fall and you die, but that's because you're not meant to go there. You know, like off the edge, like down here kind of thing. Like down there, but that's just death. You know, it's not like, oh no, you suffered damage and you took too much, so you died. Because this is sort of around when video games started to do. Oh, you fucking idiot. I fucking knew I'd do it. Oh my goodness gracious me. How did I know? How did I know? Yeah, and then damage myself. Yeah. Well, not myself, but get damaged, yeah. Hey, yep. Oh, I swear, it does that on purpose, because it's just like, no, we can't have him succeeding. I might just try and run past those robots again. I think I did that the other time. I think I might just do that. Oh. See what I mean? Sometimes it's just painful little things like that where just stupidity occurs. And you're just like, no. Nah, like it just doesn't want you to succeed. I'm just not taking responsibility for that. I'm sorry, but that's just bullshit. Yeah, fuck off. I swear he just kept shooting then still, because it was like, oh, no. They normally only fire off a certain blast, and he just kept going. Because it was like, yeah. Because bullshit. And now the tide's turning. The anger's setting in. Will he reign triumphant? Fuck off. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah. Suddenly, everything's... Yeah, let's die. Let's go and die. Because fucking bullshit. That was fucking bullshit. That's what that was. Suddenly, everything was firing a lot quicker than before. Because it knew bullshit. Yeah. Yep. Bullshit. Yeah. Now there's some bullshit going on where suddenly things are firing quicker. And like, nah, different. Because look, he's trying to get past. He knows like that we're just going to try and make him waste all the ammo. So if he gets past with more ammo, we're going to just fucking make it harder. Because bullshit. Yeah. The word of today on Sesame Street is bullshit. Followed by the letter F. Yep, fuck off. No. Whoop. I got close, but no cigarette. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off! The aim kept, like, turning off. Like, so, no, you know I'm aiming at it. Yeah, look, did it again. Because it just knows, like, yeah, make him waste it. Yeah. Okay. Take out the tank, I think. And I think the secret is to... Oh, fuck off. And see, now I've still got these rockets. So I've still got a chance. As opposed to before, where you get to here and then you've got nothing at this point. Because, yeah, but then they hit me because bullshit. Even though I was dodging, yeah. Oh, fuck off. You know which direction I'm aiming. Fuck off. Yeah, they should be dead by this point. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, should be dead, but no, they're not. Because they know that... No. Cheats. Cheats. Yeah, and I'm fucking dead. Yeah, even though they should be dead. Even though they should be dead, but fucking bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. The game acting differently because it knows you're winning. That's what I see. That's what I see going on here. There's the rules of the game and how you're supposed to... What's supposed to be going on. Like, oh yeah, dodging that will... Like, jumping like that will make it dodge it. Normally it works, but then just randomly... No. You're succeeding because you figured out... the bullshit that we're throwing at you to try and make you not win. Not just the difficulty of the game, but the actual bullshit. And so we've got to then add on more bullshit to counteract you sidestepping our original bullshit. Yeah. No, you're clever, but we're going to get you because we don't want you to win the game. fuck going through these rooms and entirely cleaning out these rooms again and again. That's just enough to make you bleed out the ears. I'll give it an honest shot, but then it's like, at a certain point you're like, nah, fuck this. Nah, not happening. Yeah, bullshit, hey, fucking up the ass. Your mother lives. Hey, did you see that shit? 3 times I just got hit by bullshit. Because, oh, look, he's winning. And he just jumped ahead. Because, no, so we're going to punish him. Yeah. Painful. Very painful. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to die. Yeah, because bullshit. Because it threw a lot of lies at me and cheats. And it cheated in order to damage me more because I managed to get ahead without having to cop all the bullshit. So, fuck off. Oh look, more robots than were there originally. Look, suddenly different. Yep, look, not getting staggered by me shooting at him with shit tons of bullets. Yeah. Lots of cheats going on. The game is cheating right now. That's what's happening. Because it knows, oh, hang on. He's winning, but if he sidesteps and just goes past all of them, then we're not going to be able to like chew through all his ammo and make it impossible for him to win. So we're going to have to make it more difficult. The enemies are going to have to suddenly fire quicker and also just hit him even though he's dodging. No, we know you're dodging, but no, it's still going to hit you. Utterly painful. I do need to wipe out that last room. Whoop. That room with the tank and all that. I think I need to empty at least that one. Yeah, fuck! Yeah, cheat codes. Bullshit. Yeah, stupid fucking bullshit. Yeah. Fucking very painful, eh? It's just like randomly bastard bullshit starts to occur that just wasn't really prevalent through the rest of the game. And it's like, yeah, look at this. Look at the computer suddenly just lying. Look at it, liar. You're a phony. You're a great big phony. It's a shame when video games do this, because they can't actually just layer in honest difficulty of like, hey, this is the gameplay and this is how this works, and just that you're going to have to overcome the difficulty of this. No. Instead, what's going to happen is that we're going to have to actually bastardize it and make it nigh impossible for you to win. Because if you try and sidestep our bullshit, other bullshit will present itself. Like, oh, no, suddenly we're just going to act like you didn't jump. We're going to make the enemies fire randomly for longer than they normally do. Bullshit, dodging doesn't mean anything all of a sudden. Yeah, because they always have to punish you somehow. Yeah, look at that. Look how it just wouldn't let me shoot at it when I was close to it. But then all of a sudden, randomly, when I go away, oh no, you can shoot at it now. Yeah, look, you let me, yeah, hey. It's just randomly, like, it doesn't make any sense of that. Because any other time you can just shoot at those. Oh, you're within range of it? Yeah, you can shoot at it. Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, look. Yeah, shooting at you even though you're fucking right, you're rocketing us into oblivion. Yeah, hey. Oh yeah, bullshit. Oh, it's just painful. It's just utterly painful. Just the bullshit. Come on. Climb onto it, don't fuck me around. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to shoot at these, see if I can shoot at these things from over here. I bet you they try and shoot at me. I bet you they'll start shooting at me. Wait for it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I thought I was out of range. Wasn't I out of range? Yeah, hey. Yeah, I'll get you though. I'm smarter than the average bear. Yeah, look, suddenly shooting at me, even though I'm out of its range. I was out of its range apparently, because it didn't start shooting at me before. No. See what I mean? It's the bullshit. It's like, oh no, he's figured out a way to get at us without us being in his range. Suddenly make the range longer than it was before. Look at all the missiles that it takes. Suddenly the tank actually takes a lot of Visibomb missiles. Oh, before it didn't. Before it was a joke about how little it took and how the robots took lots. But now it suddenly takes a lot. Remember the Visibomb gun? The gun from the first game that was just like this supremely powerful gun? It was like the BFG in Doom. Yeah, now it's a joke. And you still only carry 20 rounds for it, like as if it's a weapon that's like really powerful, which is what they do with all the weapons in Ratchet and Clank, because it only has like, if it's really powerful, they'll let you carry less, just to sort of, because of its, to denote its strength. Yeah, it's gonna let you carry stuff all, but you're gonna be able to do like stuff all with it, because you've already just fired over half the ammo at this one guy, and he still isn't dead. Yeah, you fired 3/4 of the ammo now, and is it dead yet? Yeah, you fired 3/4 of the ammo. You fired 15 missiles, direct hits, and it still isn't dead. Yeah, look at that. I bet you I'll fire all 20 at it, and it still won't die, because it's just bullshit. Look at this. Yep. Yeah, it's not going to die from these last two, I can tell you, because bullshit. Yeah, this is an absolute joke. It's like watching bullshit occur out in front of you and it thinks it's fine. Oh look, it died suddenly. It took 20 Visibomb gun missiles to kill that one thing. Shouldn't actually be like that, but because it knew I had an advantage there, suddenly the damage values are different. Because that's insanely different to what it was before. Insanely different. But there's only one of these things now to shoot at me, so... But I bet you it suddenly shoots quicker or something, you know, it'll still hit me. Oh, look, that's weird. Isn't it weird how suddenly that gun killed it so easily? Yet for the Visibomb, it was just back there, it was the supreme challenge. Isn't that weird? Wow. Wow. Oh, look, finally, a weapons vendor. Hey. Hey. You know who can go fuck themselves? The people that made this video shit. Yeah. Fucking bullshit. What was that? What was that? What in the name of dog shit tacos was that? Hey. Hey. What was that? Hey. Fuck off. That was some dog shit biscuits, mate. After all that, when I get up to there, that should be a continue point. That's what that should be. The fact that that wasn't is a joke. That's an absolute joke. That's just absolute. And the fact that that happened like that, you got to be insanely hyper smart, sidestep around all the bullshit, and then it fucking somehow just short bus. It's the short bus. It's where people ride when they're not smart. From the town of idiots. When you're on the short bus. 'Cause your mum smoked drugs. She smoked drugs when she was pregnant with you. Yeah, jumped over it. Yeah, jumped over it, but no. Yep, aim at it. Yeah, oh yeah, you hit it now, eh? Yeah. Now that it's out of range, you're able to shoot it? Yeah. What are you doing? What is going on here? Fuck off. Absolutely fuck off. And utterly. What do you do? What? And then just, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, hiding behind cover, but they're still different suddenly. Suddenly different. Suddenly Susan. Suddenly Susan got HIV. Previously on Suddenly Susan. Yeah, so randomly, fuck, things can hit you up on the platform different. Fuck off. Fuck. Oh, I don't ever, if you made this video game or if you're in any way, shape or form involved with its creation, do not ever introduce yourself to me. Don't ever introduce yourself to me and expect your own personal body to be safe around me. I'm going to put my thumbs inside you. Oh, great pain. Just the bullshit. Hey. Remember when, earlier on in the game when you were complimenting it and saying how it's better than the first one? Yeah. What the fuck happened to that? Oh yeah, no. Randomly, they weren't shit. Nah. Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to that earlier bit when you're like complimenting it and saying it's better than the first one? Yeah, they figured it out. They just figured it out, you know, like how to, just all the things that were wrong about the first one. So, you recognise that I was pressing the X button once I got down there, but before, no, suddenly, randomly, fuck. Fucking bullshit, just pretending that it doesn't recognise commands. Oh, everything's 100% receptive otherwise, but just... unsanctioned mental illness. Oh, goodness gracious me, I'm not even on the final boss yet. And the mental illness. Oh. Yeah. Suddenly hits me. Suddenly, Susan. And you... Yeah, suddenly they can just hit you from behind the barricade that otherwise is normally not ever... Yeah, and then suddenly, bullshit, and then you don't slide along on the thing like you normally otherwise do, because bullshit. Does it differently to every other time, because it's like, Oh yeah, it works every other time, but no. Oh yeah, now it does it, eh? Yeah. Hey. Oh. Lots of pain. Listen, get a good start in there. I might only have to use 18 Visibomb missiles on this one. Hey, maybe just 18. But then I'll probably die in some stupid way going over there. I bet ya. What's the bet? Oh yeah, I think it damaged it. Even though it's shooting at me from over there though. Apparently out of range. You know, apparently out of range. But no. Yeah. Now it's got to waste them. Suddenly different physics. A different physics all of a sudden. Yeah. I can't do this all on my own. No, I won't. I'm just Ratchet and Clank. That doesn't work as a song. Malcolm can't do this all on his own. No, he won't. 'Cause he's stuck in the middle. No. Malcolm's in the middle. There's only 2 video games that I've ever played that have remote controlled missiles. Metal Gear Solid 1, and I don't think any of the other Metal Gear Solids did. So Metal Gear Solid 1 and Ratchet and Clank 2. Oh, and 1. I suppose the first one had it. I don't know if the third one has it, but I guess Ratchet and Clank, just the series, and then the first Metal Gear Solid. It's a small crowd. Yeah, and then this is where the stupid death occurred. Remember that? The stupid death. Oh, painful. Lots of pain. See what I want to... I've still got plenty of it. Yeah, because he runs off of there. There's this thing about wanting to like run in that direction when you go away from that. Like, yeah, fuck off. Everything is designed to be of great pain. Yeah, didn't we make a fun gaming experience? Didn't we? Oh, we didn't. Oh. When did this happen? Bazanga. You know, I should get a checkpoint for this. That's what I should get. I deserve it. So where and what and who and when and where and why am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? And then like 800 robots jump out at you? I bet it's a bit where like 800 robots jump out or something. Some stupid shit. Because there's still no checkpoint, even up to this point. Because, we don't think you deserve it. We're not sure if you deserve it at this point, you know? We're just not sure. We've found that gamers really appreciate the struggle of having to go all the way back to the start. Yeah, we found that our internal game testing, which composes of 3/8 of fuck all, we've found people really enjoy it. What's the bet there's like 100 more spawn-ins? Whoop. Just managed to dodge that. Oh look, I got one more mega rocket. Look, oh look, did they give that to me, did they? Oh yeah, they gave me that. Because you don't pick up jack shit ammo, except for the vendor, which is now separated from me by that platform. Is that it? So all that ammo I just topped back up on, a lot of that's just been ripped to shit again. Because bullshit. It's all about the bullshit. I feel like they're just not dying on purpose. Like it should have actually killed them all, but just nah. Every 5 steps we've got to have another 100 robots spawn in, because we've found that internal game test that bullshit. Yep, let's have some more spawn in. Wait for it. Oh, maybe not. But wait, there'll be some here, right? This is it.
Sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
You had some trouble with the guards. Get in line, bitch. I've got a story for you. I just fought through the army of Mordor, robot form. Had some trouble with the guards. Are you taking the piss? Well, the fact that your last name just was your first name with with an Irish sort of connotation attached to it. No, a Celtic connotation, whatever you want to call it. Nah, not at all. That was no one saw that. And the fact you're wearing the exact same, costume and everything, just with a tiny mustache, no one saw that at all. Nah, that was great, You would have been able to sneak all the way into the same movie theatre that Adolf Hitler was watching his, major motion picture in. Oh, what a plot twist. Huh. Did she swear? Well, what a start. How many hundreds of those guards have I mowed my way through, and two of them are somehow... two of them got us. Whatever. Huh. Flashlight of Justice? Ooh. Ninja Turtle, you better stop touching me. Boganites. From planet Australia. Yeah, the guy's being held in the corner at gunpoint. Yeah, that's definitely them. Yeah, definitely them. Yeah. She looks pissed. Red River. Oh, it's getting bigger, is it? Oh, it does look different. I remember saying earlier on I thought there was something about maybe at some point like remembering that maybe one of them gets bigger. But I thought it was like the same. But no, it actually looked different. Like the way a gremlin looks different from a mogwai. Where's the vendor? Here we go. I knew there'd be one around. Of course there's one around. Now it lets me go back to the ship, doesn't it? Because I think this is the final boss. Exit Megacorp Lab. Return to ship. Here we go. Final boss time. Let's do this. Let's prepare for pain. Whoa. Ooh. I bet it spits out lots of small ones or something. Like, where's the... Oh, here we go. Homing things. Somehow it spits out homing things at you. You gotta dodge those, okay. Yep. I've done a lot of damage to it, but it's chewing up the ammos. Oh, so it fakes death or whatever? Oh shit. Okay. Oh, fuck off! One hit and you're dead! Get fucked! Fuck off. One roll and you're dead. It took away all my health, basically. That's bullshit. Hey, because it was just, yeah, it was something about that was too easy. Yeah, that bullshit. Jesus, get away from it. I at least appreciate that those guys are trying to shoot at it, although they're also trying to shoot at me. The pricks. Fuck off away from me. Oh, some ammo. Is there actually some ammo up here there? Some tiny shit ass bit of... 5 mega rockets. Wow, that really means fuck all. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking bullshit. The thing like does like almost kills you basically instantly with any attack. Bullshit. Given the amount of ammo that you have to churn through in order to whittle down that insane amount of health that it has. What it just yeah. Who the fuck are they kidding? I was almost doing a little experiment there really just to see if I could just shoot the missiles. You can't. Oh, now it randomly decides to spit out those. It never did that before. And they refuse to die because they're suddenly acting different to how they have the entire time. Whoa, almost. Oh yeah, suddenly randomly, if it couldn't be hard enough, suddenly more shit needs to show up, eh? Yeah. Fuck off. Did that guy just stuff off? Are those all bombs? What the fuck are those? I'm going to run through ammo for all of my primary guns. Yeah, lay a bunch of these down. What's the bit that kills them? Fuck off. I can't use the Visibomb gun here. That's not going to work. I'm going to get the opportunity to use it. Yeah, just to make it worse. Now there's tanks skirting around outside shooting. Yeah. They don't seem to be a part of what the proto-pet's even trying to kill either. So they're just going to continuously be there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, hey, one hit and it does insane fuck damage. Yeah, and now what's going to happen is you've got fuck all health and then just one little random thing's going to hit you. One little random thing's going to hit you. One little random thing's going to hit you. That's what's going to happen. One little random thing's going to hit you and you'll be fucked. Yeah, dead. Dead because fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking. Goodness gracious me. Oh, fuck off. I don't know what the attribution of it, all the spinning shit around it, why it goes red and blue, like is that invulnerable when it's doing that, or
it's like you can hit it when it's red, but you can't when it's blue, or I'm not sure, quite sure. Fuck off. Fucking bullshit. Suddenly different to how they were before. Fuck off. Fucking hit me. I'm fucking shooting at all of you. Gunning yous down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I shot it and it with a, yeah, and it's still alive. Yeah. Bullshit. Jesus. Get away from me. Oh, oh, getting closies. Fuck off. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Fucking bullshit, mate. It's so bullshit. All the different crap they're throwing at you. That's so much. Like, the robots are kind of going, like, mainly for that thing, but kind of for other stuff. But then there's stuff that's just, like the tanks that are just entirely going for you. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, absolutely painful. Yeah, suddenly bullshit. 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 Previously on the Jamie Kennedy bullshit. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, all about the Jamie Kennedy bullshit. Goodness gracious me. Kill him. Get rid of it. Yeah, it's just literally the same amount of them, just sort of continuously, just no, and then one just replaces the other. Nah, just bastard. Oh, and then it just spits that back out immediately, does it? Oh, okay. Yep. Fuck off. Oh, shame you killed one of your own fucking things. Shamed. What's he saying? What is this crap that I'm being said? Little pause break here. Good. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off. Fuck off, bullshit. Fuck. Fucking motherfucker. Fuck the fucking, just the bullshit going on in this fucking game. Hey. Fucking egg salad sandwich in your mother's hoo-hoo. Fuck off. Fucking dodging and you know it. And yet, nah. Yeah. Fuck off. Look, I've done jack shit damage to it and I've already had to poo through so much fucking... Yeah, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Whatever. Whatever. I can't actually get to the ammo. Is that allowed? Am I allowed to get to it? Oh, no, yeah, it happens to be for something. Of course it happens to be for something that you know what I mean? How can I not pick that up? I need ammo for this gun, so it should be for... There's weapons that I need ammo for. Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Right there, denying the ammo. I've got like 2 guns that I have no ammo for, and the ammo that can't pick up there acts as if like it's like I can't. Nah. Yeah, bullshit. Fuck off. Fucking hit me and do all that fucking damage. Bullshit. There's no health for me, eh? Nah, just giant fucking swaths of damage. And like, yeah, yeah, fuck your mother with an AIDS cock. Fuck off. What am I supposed to do with that thing? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? No, it can use it, but you can't do shit. Fuck off. Their damage better be damaging it. Doesn't seem to be doing shit, but I think it might be doing something. Gigantic AIDS pickle. Got ran over. Now against those tanks, I'm going to use that. Where are the tanks? I'm going to use this. Fucking keep moving, dickhead. I'll fucking start that propeller shit. You fucking know you're doing that to sabotage me. Fuck off. Fucking don't even start that. He keeps doing that, eh? Never does it throughout the 99% of the battle, and then just that random shit time. I gotta keep hitting it with weapons. I'm jumping around too much. What can I hit it with? Yeah, that just goes past. Yeah, no, it just randomly decides not to do anything. Fucking get fuckety fuck cunt fucked. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck. Stupid bullshit. Fuck you, game. Fucking idiot shit, mate. Embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Oh. It's doing my head in how embarrassing that is. 60 years ago, the glorious fucking Reich, you'd be turned into harpies.
Oh, does my head in. I gotta do something. Pause this for a second. Where's this? We will momentarily return to Ratchet and Clank. For the time being, let's just hang out. Oh, that last boss is a bastard. Hey, putting it lightly. Splat. Rightio. Woosa. Righto. Let's dive back into it and try slay this beast. Might get a drink first. But let's do this, eh? Slay this mongrel. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. Oh, fuck off. You gotta stop. Now I have to use those turrets. That chopper weapon's absolutely useless. If I can get away from the edge, you know how that works out for you. Oh, fuck off. So, oh, hang on, he's figured out a little, like, something to, you know, maybe win, so nah, I've got to punish him. Fuck off! Fucking bullshit.
How much fucking health have I got now? Fuck all. That's what I've got. Sweet fuck all, because like one attack hit me and damage. Shut up. Yeah, now I'm fucked. Literally one hit and I'm dead. That's it. That's certain doom. Well, this turn's over. You don't actually shoot at the fucking thing that's a threat, eh? No, shoot at me. Hey, fucking idiot. Yeah, because why would you get a chance to fucking do anything? And yeah, all the fuck tons of weapons that they add into this game, and you got to stand still to use them or something. So, in which case they're absolutely fuck useless. No matter what strategy you try, it just goes, nah, AIDS. AIDS. Oceans of AIDS. Inside your mum. I should change some of these things out. Like, I don't need the dynamo. I should just change that to that. The swing shot I might need. That thing I don't. Fuck off! Fuck off! I fucking place all these turrets down, and then still randomly they've got more health than they do at any other time you encounter them. Oh, look, suddenly again. Yeah, look how they just bypass everything fucking thing. Yeah. Hey. Fuck off. There, motherfucking thing. Yeah, fuck off. Fucking shooting you, you can't, and you're fucking still coming at it. Like, yeah, suddenly they've got a weird amount, like more health, each individual one. Normally it's like, any other time it's basically like a one shot, you're down. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum. Fuck off. Fuck off. Bullshit. Yeah. What the fuck was that? It just doesn't want to aim at them, eh? Ah!
Fuck! Fuck off!
Fucking cheating motherfucker! Fucking get fucked. Fucking right there. Right there, and then fucking bullshit tacos on a dinner plate made out of AIDS. Fucking AIDS blanket. What was it using here to start with? That was a pretty good strategy that I had there. Whatever I was doing, it seemed to be working because it was fucking right there. Oh. Oh yeah, even though I fired off all those missiles. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I was going for the crates to start with, wasn't I? I remember that as a strong start. What the fuck is going on there? What is that shit? Oh yeah, just another wave of them. Yeah. Oh. Thin out the herd with the bombs. Yeah, shamed. Youth are not gonna get to me, sir. Yeah, I'm shooting you with a fucking shotgun. It's doing nothing. But no, bitey Mick bullshits. Yeah, hey. Yeah, because bullshit tacos. Yeah, somehow that just completely dodges that. Hey. Somehow that bullshit. Somehow stuff that I just the fact that any of those things get through that is just utter. Yeah, just utter bullshit that anything gets through that at all. This is where those robot guys do come in handy. Is that they kill the protopets. Don't jump off the edge and be a muppet. Fuck off. One mini nuke here, thanks. Hey, thanks for nothing. Oh. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, don't die. Don't die! Fucker. Not allowed to. I've literally got like basically no ammo I can shoot at them. Of guns that I can actually use, I get a chance to use, because the Visibomb and the, what is it? The chopper, you have to be standing still to use, and I haven't got a chance to stand still. Come on. I've got plenty of health, I just gotta keep moving. I've got nothing else I can use on them, can I? No. I've got to wait for some ammo to open up or something. Good God. Fuck off. Whatever. Fuck off. Fucking bullshit. Don't fucking get fucking hit. Holy shit. Did I just do that? I think I just did that.
You did it!
Oh my God.
It's okay. This is the real.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It could take months of research and
Oh, coming up a few minutes shy of 3 hours.
just have to.
Oh, the stream disconnected a few seconds ago. Of course it did.
And that should cure the other protopets.
It'll reconnect, but of course it did right then and there, eh?
It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
Mutation complete. Oh, he just says I promise, and then that's it. That's the end of the game. There's no sort of after credits, but you see them all well and everything, and just that's it. Straight enemies killed. The game over. That's it. Get out. Get out of the theater if this is a movie. It'll be like Hans Gruber hit the fucking pavement, and then the movie's over before they even get back down to the lobby. Oh, perfect timing. Of the bad timing awards. Well, that's Ratchet and Clank 2. After especially not being able spending hours trying to beat the boss at the end of the first game and just coming up short and getting so close and just being like, oh fuck, but not as close as I got there and then still died. I got super close on this one before I, finally... The awkward thing there. So, do we get to fuck? Oh yeah, so he's just causing all of that destruction and death and everything, but he should be like castrated or something at this point. The amount of damage and destruction he's done. I don't even really remember much of a redemption arc for Quark. I think doesn't he sort of work alongside you in the end or something? As a bit of a diminutive sort of... He works actually with you, but I think it's he's a bit of a joke or something. Like Biff in Back to the Future when they go back to the future in 1985, and he's like, "Hey Marty, George, your new auto book collection came in or something. Your new books came in." It's like, yeah, this guy that just tried to sodomize your mum in 1955. We'll just let him walk into the house unannounced, and we'll let him nah. Congratulations, you have the choice to go back in time before you defeated Quark or play a new game in challenge mode. Challenge mode is a good way to earn tons of bolts by playing a tougher version of the game. Because it wasn't tough enough, a bit more of a challenge. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, a bit more of a challenge. You get to keep all your weapons and you can upgrade them further by purchasing mega upgrades at the vendor. There we go. I knew there was some sort of other upgrade. You can do something like that at Ratchet and Clank 3 as well. Oh, big vibration there. It might be. I think this is the first time I've actually felt the controller vibrate.
Welcome back to Behind the Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace of...
Oh, that's the start of the game. Okay. That's it. That's Ratchet and Clank 2. Going Commando.
Ratchet reporting. I'm on.
Yeah, I'm not playing this though. I just wanted to save the game on that. But at least you get to start off with the things that you had, but the enemies are tougher and everything now in this, so you kind of would want all that stuff. But that's it. Save.
So ends another video game. 5 streams. That's what it took. But here we are, victorious. After the what's the word I'm looking for? The drama of the first game and the headfuck that was. I'm just glad that turned out the way it did. I needed that victory of the defeat. I couldn't skip the second final boss as well. I couldn't just be that and I'm just gonna always keep playing and get up right to the end and then just not actually do it, not beat the final boss, which is I swear how I played at least 2 Final Fantasy games back in the day when I was a kid, and then when I was under the age of 10 or something or 11, and then I sort of remember I kind of got maybe even 12, and then there was a certain point where I'd played. Not that I would give up on it, but I could just never seem to crack the final boss. I'd try, and I just could never seem to do it. I don't think I was ever able to fully beat Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII, or I think when I did play, but I owned Final Fantasy VII back then, whereas I didn't own Final Fantasy IX. But I remember getting to the end of Final Fantasy IX and not being able to crack the final boss. But I didn't have as many tries at that boss though. I think I hired it out or something, so I only had it for the limited time that I had, whereas I owned the 7th game and I took numerous stabs at that, final boss battle, which was like a 2-parter. You beat him in one form and then he sort of turns into another form. And so, yeah, it's always good when you can beat it. Which I did beat. I do remember beating the Ratchet and Clank games back in the day. All 3 of them I do remember actually clocking them. I remember that I did. I can't remember the full experience. It's not that you remember the full experience of sitting down and doing it. But yeah, so, and I'm positive I beat the first one as well. So somehow I was able to do it back in the day. But as an adult, I was not quite there. I'm sure if I kept cracking it, eventually I will. I can't remember how long it took me on the first one, but I don't remember them in my memory as being, such a nightmare. Difficulty wise, I remember them being a little bit challenging, but not that nightmarish. So maybe that's a repressed memory that I just brought back out, some trauma that I managed to sort of shovel away deep down, and I've just brought it screaming back to the surface. But I overcame it at the same time. So when you bring it back up, you got to put it back down at the same time. So there we go. Ratchet and Clank. It's a good series. And even though there's it can be tough, it can be challenging, it's fun at the same time. And there's one more to go. Ratchet and Clank 3, up your arsenal. It's like the I'm surprised that they didn't have a trailer for the any of them at the end of each game, because they only came out a year after each other, 02, 03 and 04. Like the way that they had a trailer for Back to the Future 3 at the end of Back to the Future 2. That they weren't already, because they must have already been working on it or something, kind of thing, so concurrently. Or not that the games are that really different, though, from each other either. When you really look at the graphics of them, they're really kind of the same game, essentially. That's the other difference, is that games were a bit more like that, where they weren't always necessarily as dramatic differences from one to the next. What it might be more is that it was like they would build a game and then they would sort of add to the game, but all the initial work had almost all been done maybe in the first game, and then they're sort of working upon it in the second and then in the third. As you notice in the second one, they added more weapons, and then they streamlined the gameplay with adding in a strafing mode and just figuring out bugs and things like that with it. But graphics-wise and everything and all that, it's all ultimately kind of the same game and the same game engine, definitely. So it's really just the fact that they build. Maybe that's why they sort of hammered them out so quickly as well, was to sort of make use of that game engine. You never know, but it was effective. They were to quickly make a trilogy that was memorable, I feel like, to me and a lot of other people. So same with Crash Bandicoot. The original Crash Bandicoot games, where really they're not that different from each other. They're almost kind of the same game, really, And so I might be kidding myself, but I almost feel like the Crash Bandicoot games were a little bit more different from each other. Graphics, what? Not really, but I feel something like maybe just from the first to the second, a little bit. Just the look of it and stuff, but like, yeah, I think especially maybe Crash in the from the first to the second, but then the second to the third, I don't feel as much of a difference of the look of it. Too much. It's not dramatic at all. Not like how he looks now, or in the later sort of Crash games, or even compared to sort of the Crash video games that came along in like PS2 and the original Xbox that weren't made by Naughty Dog. It you know, they looked a little bit more different than say the second Crash did, the Cortex Strikes Back did from the first one, or Warped did from, you know, Warped probably looked more similar to Cortex Strikes Back. But they also all came out, you know, 1 year after the other. I think it was 96, 97, 98, I think, if I remember. And so, yeah. 2/3 of the way through this particular platforming trilogy. Gonna do Ratchet and Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal. And then that's gonna be, I think, the platforming games for a little while. Because those are also the 3 platforming games, or I say 3, the 6, you know, I'm just thinking of 3. The original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, the original Ratchet and Clank trilogy, which I'm now, as I say, 2/3 of the way through. And that's really it for like the platforming games that I really played back in the day. You know, like mainly there was like a Super Mario game that I played on Game Boy. I think it was Super Mario, Super Mario Land. That's what it was. And it was also kind of a random one because it was a little bit like Super Mario Brothers 2, where it had all these very different enemies. And there was a reason that I forget why Super Mario Land on Game Boy had very completely different enemies to the normal Mario enemies. I forget that I think they just purposely did that. I don't think it was a reskin, whereas Super Mario Brothers 2 was. But nonetheless, I remember playing Super Mario Land on Game Boy quite a bit. I think they made a few of those as well, and I think Super Mario Land 3 was actually a Wario game. It was called Super Mario Land 3 Wario, whatever, something or other. And that was like the Modern Warfare spin-off, you know, where it was Call of Duty, but it was Modern Warfare. And then Modern Warfare 2 was just called Modern Warfare 2. It wasn't, you know... It was Call of Duty, but they didn't emphasize Call of Duty as much. It was just Modern Warfare 2 was kind of the thing. And so, yeah, that's sort of my platforming, thing, because we are going through the classics, and not that I can't play, classic games under this sort of video series that aren't ones that I played back in the day. I'm mainly playing, or at least to start with, I'm kind of playing ones that that I did play, and I haven't played them in so long. So, eventually we'll start exploring ones, probably games that I, didn't play back in the day, but I was aware of potentially, and maybe never really got a chance to play at all, or barely played them or something. But, for example, the other games come up after Ratchet and Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal. The next games will be different. Like, I've got the Siphon Filter trilogy lined up to play. I've got that ready sort of to rock and roll. And that's a sort of a classic third-person shooter series, which it gets lumped in with a lot of the stealth video games of the day that were coming out around that same time in the late 90s, of like Metal Gear Solid and Tenchu Stealth Assassin. But it wasn't really as much of a stealth game. It was just more of a third-person shooter that happened to have a couple of levels here and there that were stealth, that they would sort of force you to be stealth, have to sneak around and not really be able to shoot people, like run and gun. So whereas the main game, the majority of the levels in the game are just run and gun, kind of, they're not exactly run and gun. You can sort of think in that about it be tactical, but like they're just third-person shooter kind of thing. It wasn't like Metal Gear Solid or anything, or Tenchu, where you could kind of go in guns a blazing or sword fighting it up or something, or you could be subtle and do stealthy, stuff. That like there wasn't a choice. It was really just Siphon Filter was really just a third person thing, but the story was about a spy, and occasional bits of sneaking would sort of excuse it into that stealth, that sort of arena of those games. But it wasn't quite like them. But they were quite memorable games. So that's something else I'm going to tackle. I think should be quite a good point of difference. Break up the what's currently been 5 platforming games in a row, and is soon to be a 6th one. But after that, it'll I promise it'll be something different. Because once you start a trilogy, you got to finish it. But that's it. Like I'm not even. There's other Ratchet and Clank games and other Crash Bandicoot games, and I'm not really gonna play them. I might play like the recent Crash Bandicoot eventually, but that'll be just sort of a generic game. Like that's not really technically the classics, because it's a current game. They're only like a year or two old. Those games, of like there was a. I don't even think I'll play the Ratchet and Clank remake. I've played that myself, but I wouldn't play it for this. I wouldn't like stream it because it's just a redo of the first game, really. So I'm really just playing an alternate version of the first game. But that's why I haven't. I'm not going to do the Crash Bandicoot. What is it? The Insane trilogy, which is just a updated version of the original 3 Crash Bandicoot games. Whereas I might play at some point, after doing these other different games like the Siphon Filter trilogy and all that, and other modern games, I might do Crash Bandicoot 4 and they did some other Ratchet and Clank games, but there was only I think they sort of, I don't know if they're non-canon now, but I think they sort of, as I mentioned on an earlier stream, they kind of came back and did like a, not that it's even necessarily the same original people making it or anything, but they kind of did like a sequel where they're like, hey, this is sort of the legit sequel, like Quantumania or something. I think that was the next Ratchet and Clank one, so I might do that at some point, but that's no time soon. And I'll be playing other games prior to that. Yeah, the original series. Yeah, there's the original series, which I'm now most of the way through. There's actually 4 games they listed in the original series, but the 4th game is like an arena shooter, so it's not really a story that you progress through in the same way. It's really just a like the arenas that you battle in Ratchet and Clank 2 and 3 and stuff. It's really just a game centered entirely in one of those. So it's not really the same gameplay or as full of a game, I would argue. It's sort of like a Super Mario Party or Crash Bash or Crash Team Racing kind of game. It's a little bit different. But then what is it? But yeah, there's the Future Saga, which there's actually a few games in that. There's like 4 games in that, and they all came out, I think, on. They actually all came out on PS3. So there's actually like 4 Ratchet and Clank games, which are legit, essentially kind of legit Ratchet and Clank games that I never really played. That were all PS3 generation, because the kind of the OG generation of Ratchet and Clank was these first 3 PS2, the first 3 games that came out that I'm playing through, which are all PS2 games. And then so the current series, as they call it, Rift Apart. It does take place after that Future series, so they do still. I didn't think they discluded any of the previous games. So they do. It is whatchamacallit, essentially. It's essentially Ratchet and Clank 9. So I probably wouldn't play the 4th one, Deadlocked, just because it's kind of a different game, really. Not that it's not canon, but it's sort of a It's not one that I played at all back in the day, so it's not in my classic series. But it's also not a kind of the platforming sort of game. So I might do the Future Saga at some point, but they're also, that'd be one of those sort of interesting ones where they're like in the classic, that'd be in the classic series of things that I didn't play at all. So yeah, I'm more interested to sort of get to that current series, that Rift Apart one, which is for PS5, but that'll all come in due time. And same with Crash Bandicoot. There were some other Crash Bandicoot games, but I think with Crash Bandicoot though, I think they actually call the latest, like, because there was the Insane trilogy that I mentioned, and then there's also there was a new actual game that they made, and I think they actually call that Crash Bandicoot 4. Yeah, where is it? Where, oh where did the fishies go? Where's just the little graph of all their games? Yeah, the Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. The game is the 8th main installment in the Crash Bandicoot series and a retcon of the games that originally followed Crash Bandicoot Warped. So Crash Bandicoot actually did the Halloween Michael Myers thing of going, hey, we're going to do a sequel that acts as if a bunch of the other sequels didn't exist. So they've done that with Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Obviously being a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of a double entendre, because it's literally about time, like the concept of time travel kind of stuff. But it's also, which is funny because the third one sort of had some time. I thought sort of had some time travel stuff going on in there, but just in terms of the levels that you would go to it. Whereas I think the fourth one is actually getting a bit more about time in terms of using that concept in maybe in a little bit of a deeper way with story stuff or gameplay stuff within the levels. But yeah, it's also about, the joke of like, it's about time that they actually did like another legit Crash Bandicoot game. So with Ratchet and Bandicoot, with Crash Bandicoot, I think I'll actually, when I do play the next Crash, when I do play another Crash Bandicoot game, that'll be the next one. I won't be playing any of the other ones between Warped and this one. Because I played one of those once. I think the first one was on PS2 or the original Xbox. I played one that was released for that, and I was like, oh no, I'm not a fan of this. I didn't absolutely hate it, but I wasn't really a fan. I sort of remembered like thinking, nah, I'm not really digging this, and so I never really followed it from then on either. So this might be me coming back to the Crash Bandicoot series, as opposed to just playing things of the past. Whereas with Ratchet and Clank, this could be an ongoing thing where I actually end up, you never know, maybe I actually, in order to kind of follow the story, the intensely deep, multi-layered, complicated story of the Ratchet and Clank universe, I might have to play through a bunch more games. But if they're fun and challenging and that's all part of the, the reward and the fun of watching me play them, is that I know, and also there's the fact that I don't know those games at all, so I'm not familiar with them from the past. So it'll be interesting to see what they did with them, because I'm keen to get to this new one as well. So I don't really want to skip anything, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas with the Crash Bandicoot ones, this fourth one does skip all the other games anyway. It's said that, hey, these other ones are, all the other ones prior to between Warped and this one don't take place, so in which case I can skip them because this game is actually skipping them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but lots more planned for the future. Lots more and I will actually be playing more modern games at some point. I've sort of dabbled in that. Played a little bit of Doom Eternal, but I wasn't really doing a playthrough from start to finish or anything of it. I just played a little bit of it. Did a little bit of Clash Royale. Played some chess, you know. So I've done some very traditional ancient games. I've done a phone game in there. Done a modern game. But, you know, be doing all sorts. All day and all of the night. I'll be doing it at any time of the day that I see fit. But yeah, it's interesting to see. Okay, well, that's it for now. That's been Ratchet and Clank 2. Stay tuned for part 3. Up your arsenal. Till next time.